Hey, y'all, I just want to talk to you guys about my 200,000 mile journey and my Tesla Model 3 2020 Standard Range Plus is the type of car I got. So there's six things I want to go through my journey that I had to pay, and all the maintenance I had to deal, anything I had to deal with. I'm gonna tell you guys everything. But first off, I'm gonna show you exactly how much miles I'm at. So scroll over. I'm at 200. As you can see, I'm at 200,757. So no lie, 200,000. I got the car back in. Bought it new. Back in 2020, June 30th, end of June. I got my car delivered, and so today now it's March of 2024. So I have my car a little over 3.5 years, and we're at 200,000. So one of the things that I had to do, the first thing that I ever checked into, some people probably ask like, hey, did you see any degradation in your amount that I'm able to charge my car? Yes. I actually was concerned about it. It was normal. My car, when I first got it, was like 240 miles it would charge up to. I know quickly the first couple months, they always say you see your most degradation in how much you're able to charge your car. So it charged up to about 230. I remember it's kind of settled at 230, and it stayed at around 230 for the longest. And then when I got to about 71,000 miles, that's when I diagnosed it. Like, hey, it dropped to like 220, 215 to 220-ish. And they say it's normal to see that you only could charge up about 90% than when I was used to able to charge it too. So they say I was normal. It's pretty good for being 71,000 miles. So I said, okay, cool. So I settled in there for a while. And then my real first maintenance issue was the actual main battery. So about the time I hit about 115,000 miles, that's when I got an alert on the screen saying you lost significant energy. I remember it dropped to like, it only could charge up to max range. Usually it was like I told you, like 210. I think the lowest it was at, and then it dropped all the way down to like 170 was the max range it could charge to. I was like, okay, this is weird. And so I got it diagnosed, and they told me it's the main HV battery. That's what it's called. The HV battery is the main battery to the car that needed to be replaced. So I had to replace that, get that replaced. And I was able to still drive it for, I want to say like 3 weeks or something like that, where I was able to still charge the 170, and then eventually when it charged past 50 miles of range, that's the most of a charge to. So obviously I can hardly get anywhere 50 miles of range. I normally use my car driving Uber, so I use it to make money that way. And so it costs, the total cost, the cost of the actual battery was like 7,000 some change, like 7,200, something like that. And after labor, it came out to be, in taxes, it came out to be $8,500. So that's typically how much it costs to replace the battery. The reason why it lasted 115, some of you guys may asking, is that normal? Does all the batteries usually last only 115,000 miles? No, because I'm an Uber driver, especially when I first got the car. I got it during COVID. It was super busy out here in Vegas where I drive at. And, I was driving, I think in 1 year, I reached like 60,000 miles in 1 year. So pretty much what I've been averaging. Last year I did like 70,000. So when you're supercharging a lot, and had a place to charge at a house yet. I was in an apartment at the time, so I had to charge my car pretty much 2 times a day usually, and especially in the summer, be 3 times, like, because I always charge it before I get home if it's down to the last 60, 50 miles, so I could start with a full 80% charge the next day. I wasn't always charging 80% when I first got it. That's what they recommend for my vehicle, but I was charging like 90%. Sometimes I do full charge, but usually like 90%. So I was charging more than you should. If you charge always 80%, which I do now ever since I got the battery replaced, it should last. That will give the most length of lifespan for the battery. So it was 8,500, but I was still excited about that. I really technically really don't feel like I really paid for it, because they gave me free supercharging. They had a promotion going on, give me free supercharging for like for a year, and then I had other people bought the car through my referral code. So they gave me, turn the AC in here. I bought it through my referral code, so I almost had the car for free supercharging for almost 2 years. So it was like March when it ended. In June would have made 2 years in 2022. Yeah, that's what happened, 2022. So, cause I got the car in 2020. So yeah, it's almost 2 years. So when I did the math, normally out here in Vegas, the gas price before they went up, literally went up like the year later after I got the car, I think. So it would have been like, I was paying about $650 a month. Used to be the max. It was average somewhere around there 600, 650. So let's say 650 a month times 12. That'd be $7,500 a month. $7,500 times 2 years. That's $15,600. So let's just round it down to $15,000. So the battery's on 8,500. So I was like, I basically looked at the battery's free because I had the free supercharging that long, and I already kind of did that math before I even bought the car because it was the only investment to drive it to make money. So that makes sense. So my other maintenance that ever came up during this 200,000 mile journey is, I'm going through my notes on my phone so I can remember to tell you guys so I ain't missing nothing. This is rare. I think I never had a car had this happen, but my center seat buckle in the back, I guess something got in there, got alert on my screen, and it keep bipping. I can't remember what it said, but anyways, basically when they diagnosed it was a seat buckle is somehow, like it still click, but something was off in there, the sensors, something was off. So anyways, anytime they diagnose to see what a problem is, usually be like $97 through Tesla, and then for them to remove and replace anything, just to remove and replacement fee is like another $30. So that's always off the bat. So it costs another $110 for the new seat buckle plus labor. Labor was like another $129. So it all in all, it cost me $245. So not too bad, whatever. So I was like, it is what it is. When I reached 151,000 miles, I had to get the battery for the little small battery, the battery that turns, controls the lights in the car and all that. So that was another how much that cost? Oh, only $115. So $115. So far we're out $115 plus $245 plus the $8,500 for the battery. So still, like I told you guys, what I've been saving the whole time for having a free supercharger for so long, it still pays for itself. Another weird thing happened after I got all this custom stuff in my car. Obviously, you guys probably see the seats look a little different, and I'll talk about that in another video. But when I drove back, like literally first day I got back from California, getting most stuff installed, something in the road hit the under my vehicle, damaged the main battery. What else it did? I think it was control arm and super bottle. That super bottle is like something that keeps your air cool inside the car and keep the battery cool, the temperature. So anyway, something random on the road hit under my vehicle. Thankfully, the insurance covered it, so I only had to pay my deductible, which was about $600. Oh, it was $600. So not too bad. They covered the whole new battery again. So basically, I got a brand new battery. So it's almost like I get a brand new car again. That happened in like, what date that happened? Like November of 2023. So obviously only been like 5 months ago or so, yeah, that I had to do that. And then the last thing I had to do, because I noticed my car was squeaking, when it goes over speed bumps, a little squeak noise, like something's getting old, in the car. And when I turn the steering wheel, squeak. But anyway, that a lot of that would really need to be changed. Mainly needed to be changed, I found out, is really just the bushings, which are like $8, $10, and some other stuff like the front upper control arm, 4-wheel alignment, left and right coil. Some of the stuff really need replaced, but I just got all the replaced because I just want my car to be brand new again. But you really don't have to do that. Suspension and all that stuff still should last like pretty much forever. So really, typically that probably would have cost like half of that I could have saved. And the labor, if I went somewhere else and only got done what I really technically need to get done at that point, it probably been around $3,000 when I talked to the mechanic. But I paid the whole thing to get everything done through Tesla, everything done, because I didn't have, time is money for me because I drive Uber. So I really ended up paying the $7,000. So still, all in all, I only paid for everything I paid for everything along my journey. Guys, still only cost me like $16,000, $60,000, about $700. So when I look how much I saved in gas, though, gas went up crazy. You know what I mean? Since the last 2 years. So I was paying $600 a month when it was like $2.50 a gallon. Mind you that the gas doubled. So the gas, we could do 650 650, or let's say 600 times 2, because the gas price pretty much doubled. It'd be like $1,200 a month. My average cost for charging a car, so somebody got like, how much you paying for charging a car? At least when I got my house, so I'm able to start my day charging the car, and then I always charge, obviously you got to charge at least once during the day when I'm driving. I drive like 10 hours a day or so usually. So usually I average, in 2023 I did the numbers, I averaged $281. In 2022 I averaged like $190. So a month. That's to fill up my car, which is crazy. And also I got solar. And people ask like, well, how much it costs probably, you know, charge at the house. Before I got solar, it was about like, driving much as I do, it was no more than like $80. But ever since I got solar, I just paid for the solar itself, so that saved me a lot of money there. But I was still paying, you know, if you had the $80 plus maybe $200 in the city a month, you know, using the supercharger, still paying like $280 a month. So I'm still basically around $300 a month if I'm driving super excessive. Most of you guys are not going to see that type of price for you driving if you're not driving obviously excessively as I am day in and day out. Most people are probably going to see it's only like $5, $10, depends on the time of day, which charge station you go to. For me to charge at 80%, which I get like 100, almost about a little over 180 miles for 80%. So for me, it's only going to charge me about, you know, usually like $10. Usually I could stay around there for charging the car, or less if I catch one of the cheaper charge stations. So that's my journey, guys. It's only been, like I said, those, how many things I listed that I did, those 5 things I had to pay for. The other one of them was just a concern with the degradation, so it's going to degrade. So far I drove my car since having a new battery. I drove it on a new battery for 28,000 miles. I'm still getting the full about 230 miles of range on a full charge. 80% is like 183-ish. So it's been pretty good. So I'm very happy with it. I definitely know I will buy another one. I'm looking forward to see next time. I really want to get the Model X Plaid and see how that is like. That'd be more fun, right? And see how that's like to drive Uber. Driving that a lot, but like how long the doors last, all that stuff. So I really want to know. But I'm keeping this car for a long time, forever. So I'm never gonna trade this in. It's been really good to me. But this is just a little quick review of what to expect if you plan to drive your car a lot, or you want to have this car for a long time. I'm making this video for you to know what to expect. And I feel like even without any promotions of, I didn't get any tax breaks, or the tax, what they call that, the tax, y'all know what I'm talking about, the tax refund thing you get when you buy an electric car, the $7,500 you get back. I didn't have that because they gave me the free supercharging. So even without any of those promotions, I still feel like it's so worth it, because you're still not paying near as much money cost for gas. Even if mine's was still at, even if gas prices are $2.50 a gallon, you know, for how much I drive, I know I'll be still paying like $600 a month. So that's pretty much how much my car note is. So, you know, it just pays for itself. So highly recommend it. This is my review, my take on a Tesla Model 3 2020, over 200,000 miles. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Let me know if there's something I missed that you want to ask questions on or concerns about. Let me know. I'm going to comment back. Yeah, just trying to help you guys, help you out. Anyways, have a great day. I'm out. I'm going to do more videos like this, sharing my journey over 200,000 miles. So guys, give me any input that you want to see me make a video about, you want to know more about, let me know.